It's like an addiction. The reason I collect them, I don't know, I just got hooked on it. I started collecting Pez dispensers in 1988. The word Pez came from the German word for peppermint, and it's abbreviated. Edward Haas invented Pez. He was an Austrian man that had a candy business. Peppermint was the first Pez candy, and then they came out with fruit flavors like orange, grape, lemon, cherry. The first ones were supposed to look like cigarette lighters. They called them regulars. When they come out with Pez candy, it was supposed to be for people to stop smoking. It was also a breath mint, and it came in a container that looked like a cigarette lighter. And it was aimed at adults, but they really didn't sell too well. So they decided to put character heads on the Pez dispensers, like cartoon characters. And they come out with like Mickey Mouse and Casper the Ghost. And then they come up with different ones every year, like Santa Claus. They started putting heads on the Pez dispensers in 1958. They aimed towards a children's market. My first Pez dispenser was Dopey from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs from Walt Disney. I was on a field trip to Edaville Railroad, and the girl had the Pez dispenser out, and I kept looking at it, and I kept saying to myself how I really wanted it. And I guess she just knew, so she said to me, "I'm going to give you this." And I was all excited because I was only like 4 years old, and I really wanted it. And I started collecting them, a few here and there, and then I went up. I have over 200. Pez doesn't advertise, but there are, like, there's a newsletter, there are websites, and there was a magazine, and there's several books out on Pez. A lot of TV shows have made references to Pez. Married with Children, Seinfeld, Howard Stern's radio show. There was a segment on the Food Network about Pez. In fact, there was another TV show called The Pretender, and Michael T. Weiss played this man that was like hiding from the government, and he used to leave Pez dispensers out so that people would find them, so they would know it was him. I have a few of them that I put heads on, Pez bodies, but most of them are real. Some of them were ones I couldn't acquire, like the monsters, like Dracula, the Wolfman, and Frankenstein. And then I made a few of my own, like Godzilla. I also make other tie-ins that go with the Pez dispensers, like there's a toy truck, there's this stuffed animal, this smiley face I have. My cousin Julie got me this for Christmas, see? It's a giant Pez dispenser. Can you see that all right? The candy is made in Orange, Connecticut, but there's Pez factories in other countries. I have heard of kosher Pez. I've seen them in the stores. In fact, my sister went to Israel and brought me back a Tweety Bird Pez dispenser with a hat on. And in Israel, it says bonbons. So I didn't open it. It's still in the box. I think they might be worth more in the bag of cardboard. But some people put them in a bookcase like I did. You know, they want to display them. Actually, there's a man that came out with special shelves to put them in. They slip in and they don't fall out, and he got sued by the Pez company. I know that the policeman that I have is worth $25. It might be worth more now. My personal favorite? I don't know if I actually have a favorite Pez dispenser. I kind of like all of them. Well, maybe the Donald Duck, because that's the one I had when I was a kid. So it was like taking part of my childhood when I got the Donald Duck. I have people that get them for me. I get presents from people. Sometimes I get duplicates, so I don't say anything because I don't want to hurt someone, a person's feeling. Because it's a nice thing that when someone goes and gets you something like that. I went all over the place looking for the Incredible Hulk, and it must have been 2 or 3 years before I found him at a store. It's caught on. There's more people that collect the Pez dispensers. They call people Pez heads when they collect Pez dispensers. Usually you can go to a store and buy a Pez dispenser for $1. You can build up a decent Pez collection within a year or two if you keep buying them when they come out. If someone's starting a Pez collection, I recommend that they go to like a supermarket, because that's your best chance of getting Pez dispensers, because when you go to a flea market, they ask for a lot of money, like $20 or more. There's like 400 pest dispensers, because I have like 263, and or there's some fake ones, but I call it an obsession. I don't know why. I just got carried away. I started buying them, and I went hog wild. I kept getting them as they come out. After seeing several books, I decided, oh, maybe we could do a movie or documentary, because I don't think that's been done. I think I'll be buying pest dispensers for a long time. I see them coming in the different stores. There was like a different clown that come out before Christmas, but I didn't buy it in time. I went back to the store and it was gone. It happens once in a while. I miss out on buying one because I don't buy it right away. And that's my advice to people: is if you see a pest dispenser in a store, pick it up before it's gone.